Hello everybody, Gabrielle here. Today is Tuesday, March 6th, 2018, and the topic I'm going to talk about today is trouble getting out of bed. But before I do that, I just want to say that I know in my last vlog I said that I would start doing these weekly and that it would be better lighting and I would look better. But some things happened last week and I wasn't able to get to my vlog, but I'm doing it now and I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. So before I start on my topic, I just want to say that my brother and I put on we ran a healing arts fair that was in Marysville, California, in Yuba City, California, at the New Earth Market in the Harvest Room from 11 to 5, and it went really well. We had a lot of foot traffic, and I'm always so impressed and so proud to do these, whether I'm just working them or I'm running them, which this was my brother and I's second one, and I'm just always so proud because these are people who, whether they're young or old, they're really putting their souls out there and they're really doing something that they really love to do, and they're not out there to make money. Yes, it would be nice, and that's their job, and they probably have a day job, but most of them are probably doing that because they feel like that's what they're meant to do. But most importantly, they're doing this to help people. They're doing this to help people find their life purpose. They're doing this to heal people. That's why it's a healing arts fair. And they really are just trying to get the information out there more than just making money off the products that they're selling. And some of them are just there to give information. They're not even there to sell anything. And it's always such positive energy. And I always feel so good at these healing arts fairs. And I love when adults bring their children, because I feel like kids need to know about this kind of stuff, and it's better that they know about it early. And if they learn about it later in life, that's great, but I feel like it's important for them to learn it early. And I'm always so impressed with young children, and they know about crystals, and they know more than me, and I'm like, you should be running my booth. You should be running my table. And they just have all this knowledge, and they're picking up the crystals, and they're holding it in their hand, they're feeling it, they're feeling the energy. And I just think that that's so awesome that parents are bringing their kids to these kinds of events and exposing them to this positive energy, and exposing them to natural ways of doing things and a natural way of living your life. So I just wanted to take a second to talk about that and take a second to say that the next Healing Arts Fair is on Saturday, March 10th in Colusa at the Indian Community Center. And I have not seen the spot yet, but I just have a really good feeling that this is going to be a really good show. This is our first time taking it out of the Yuba City area, and we're taking it to Colusa. So I hope to see some of you there. I hope you guys share this video. Hope you guys share the news of this event because it's really important. These people are doing great work, and we're trying to expose this to a lot of other people. So anyways, let's get on to the topic of today, which is trouble getting out of bed. So I have had trouble getting out of bed for the past, I want to say like year now. I have never had such a problem with motivation as I have right now in my life. And whenever I spend a majority of my day in bed, I don't even feel like I deserve to like watch a movie or to have a day to myself. I feel like I have to earn that. And so when I spend a whole day in bed, I feel so disappointed in myself because I feel like I'm looking down at somebody and I'm going, just get out of bed. Just find the motivation. Come on, Gabby, you can do this. And I don't know how to find that motivation. and I don't know how to find the motivation. So that's one thing I'm going to talk about, is trouble finding the motivation, and then another thing is when you have motivation. So when I'm not spending a lot of time in bed, what gets me motivated, or what gets me out of bed, is when I do have motivation. When just I feel like doing something, I don't even question it. I immediately, when I have that feeling, that positive feeling of wanting to conquer the world and wanting to get up and actually do something, whether it's going for a walk or whether it's taking out the trash, like just doing something, I don't even question it. I just get up and I go, because if I sit there and I go, where did this motivation come from, then I won't get out of bed. So as soon as I feel that motivation, I get up. The same thing with the gym. Same thing with exercising. As soon as I feel like I want to exercise, I do it. Because if I don't, then I won't do it at that moment, because I know the motivation will pass. And I know that I just will stay in bed all day. So the reason why I wanted to bring up this topic is because I know whether you struggle with depression and anxiety like I do, or whether you just have days where you don't want to get out of bed, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to get out of bed. I want to make that clear. There's nothing wrong with wanting a day to just lay in bed, be lazy, and just take time for yourself. Or if you've had a long day and you just want to spend the rest of the night in bed, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when it becomes a habit and you're not doing anything, that's where it just becomes a little bit questionable, and you have to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way, and what can I do to help myself? And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with admitting that there is a problem, and there's nothing wrong with having that problem. We're all human. You're not crazy. I thought I was crazy for a long time. I still do sometimes. But I know several people struggle with this, and I'm doing this video to help you guys as I go through this myself. I'm not gonna lie and say that I get out of bed on a daily basis, because I don't. I have to constantly find that motivation, and a lot of it isn't even depression. It's just laziness. I just don't want to get up and do anything. But what I find is that there's a whole other life outside of your bedroom, and there's so much life you can be experiencing if you just get up and you just conquer whatever you want to conquer, whether it's just going out and helping someone cross the street, going out and giving money to a homeless person, just like getting out of bed and like doing something that will become part of your daily routine. And that is my next point, is making daily goals. My counselor told me that a way of getting out of my depression and pulling myself out of this reoccurring staying in bed all day is to set daily goals and achievable goals, not put 9 things on there and then when you can't finish or achieve those 9 goals for that day, you just feel so bad about yourself. The goal is to get into a routine of doing things every single day, doing things to better yourself, doing things that will help you pull yourself out of this depression. And also being aware that it's not going to happen overnight. I feel like what triggers my anxiety is I look so far into the future, and I look so far into all these things that I want to do with my life, and it gives me anxiety, and I just don't do anything. Instead of taking steps to do that, I just choose not to do anything because it's so overwhelming, all these things I have to do, all these things I want to do, that I just don't do any of them, rather than taking everything day by day. That's what life is about. And that's what makes life beautiful, is not knowing what's going to happen next, because if you knew it was going to happen next, life would be boring. So I just wanted to talk about setting daily goals for yourself. Like today I'm going to take out the trash, do the dishes, and go for a walk. And if you can achieve those, all of those, that's great. If you just achieve one, that's great too. There's nothing wrong with not achieving all of them. And don't be hard on yourself if you can't do all of them. Just at least set some goals. Like today I'm going to meditate. Today I'm going to work on loving myself. So today I'm going to look in the mirror and say 10 things I love about myself. Just like little things. Like you don't have to meditate for an hour. Meditate for 5 minutes and then slowly work up to meditating for a long time. Do yoga for 5 minutes. Read a self-help book. Just read a book. Today I'm going to take my dog for a walk. Today I'm going to look at places to volunteer. I'm naming all these things that I want to do, but I guess more than anything what this video is about is I don't want anyone who is going through this to feel crazy, because I'm going through it right now and I'm always looking to find motivation, and it is difficult. And it's not just I have my bad days. Every day is a struggle. But it's just knowing that there is that light at the end of the tunnel, and this is not your life forever. You can pull yourself out of this. And it's easier said than done to have that mindset, of that this is just my life right now. I'm not going to let this moment define me. I'm going to take a hold of my life and not let my life take a hold of me. I'm going to pull myself out of this, and it is going to take time, but if you put in that work, the end result is so amazing. Working on yourself internally is no different than working on yourself on the outside. The more you do it and the more consistent you get, the more results you're going to see. And I just think it's so important for people to know that, for people to be patient. I'm the most impatient person I know, and I'm trying to work on it, and I'm trying to work on my short temper, and I'm trying to work on a bunch of other things that I will mention in other videos, but more than anything, I just want everybody to know that there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, and if you do not feel like helping yourself right now, that is completely fine. You will do it on your own time. You will do it on your own journey. This message is for people who feel like they're on that shift of wanting to change their life, and having somebody to relate to is so important. Having somebody to say, I'm going through the exact same thing. I am. Trust me. I wish I could spend every single day in bed, but I want to pull myself out of this, and we can all work together on that. So if any of you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the video below. If not, I will see you next time. And again, I'm sorry that I did not post last week. I will try to post every week, and I will try to not look like this. And yeah, so I hope you guys all have a good day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.